This past Monday Night Raw was a banger, man. Surprise after surprise. It was good. It was fun to watch. John Cena's final Monday Night Raw. But the way it ended, I thought probably surpassed the fact that it was John Cena's final Monday Night Raw. So you have a lot of chaos going on down in the ring with CM Punk and Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes and The Vision. They're all going at it with each other. And by the way, Logan Paul is part of The Vision. At least, for now. But he's there with Paul Heyman, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed. And they're over there. Well, not Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman's just standing around cheering his boys on, right? They're over there getting it on with Jay, Cody, and CM Punk. And then, just out of nowhere, Brock Lesnar's music hits. And CM Punk happens to be the only one in the ring. So he's just kind of like, what the heck? Brock Lesnar comes out, gets in the ring, takes care of CM Punk pretty easily, by the way. Starts giving him the suplex. Cody Rhodes comes in. He gives him, I think, like 2 or 3 German suplex. And as I'm thinking Raw is coming to an end, right? Because it's right around that time where that's it. Raw is coming to an end. He leans out the ring and he slaps hands with Paul Heyman. And then, boom. The Tribal Chief, OTC, Roman Reigns, his music hits. He makes his way down to the ring. They're kind of staring at each other. I mean, at first, Brock Lesnar is like ready with the right hand, like letting them know, as soon as you get in here, it's on. But Roman steps in there and it's not on right away. They start sizing each other up. And Roman's able to hit him with a Superman punch after Brock Lesnar, hits the ropes and tries to nail them with one. Misses. Roman Reigns hits him with Superman punch, kicking Brock Lesnar out of the ring. Security comes down. They're trying to get involved. All this stuff. Bronson Reed comes in, takes down Roman Reigns, hits him with, or he's about to hit him with a tsunami, and they get back. Look, the baby faces get back up. Here's what I'm trying to get to. I don't want to run down the whole thing, but here's what I'm trying to get to. Been thinking about what's going to be taking place at Survivor Series War Games. Now, it is a little bit odd to me to have Brock Lesnar teaming up. Brock Lesnar doesn't team up with anybody, man. That's the odd part to me. I'm kind of like, man, he's teaming up with Braun Breaker, who's another alpha. And people are saying that, look, this is probably the match to make. Braun Breaker versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. We'll see about that. Bronson Reed, who's another alpha, but he's just something about him. He's on a lower tier. And then he's teaming up with Logan Paul, which is like, what the heck? That's odd, right? It's kind of odd that Logan Paul is just involved in all of this. But hey, Logan Paul has found himself involved in some pretty major matches. So it's not odd to me that Roman Reigns is teaming up with all the baby faces. That's fine. That's cool. I think that's fine. But Brock Lesnar teaming up to be at War Games, Survivor Series War Games, that's the part that's a little off to me. Something is going to go wrong. In my opinion, something is going to go wrong at Survivor Series because Brock Lesnar does not play nice with others. He just doesn't. I cannot see this team just gelding well together. I don't think it's going to... something's going to happen, and this could be the beginning of Brock Lesnar probably starting some program with possibly Braun Breaker. I got no idea, and I don't know if it necessarily has to be Braun Breaker. Maybe it's with somebody else. But one thing that looks like is still going down is Bronson Reed and Roman Reigns, because when Roman Reigns cleared the ring of one Brock Lesnar, it was Bronson Reed that got in the ring and blindsided OTC Roman Reigns. It wasn't anybody else. So I still believe the match to make is Braun Breaker versus Roman Reigns, but they're pushing that out a little bit, pushing it off, right? Having Bronson Reed having his biggest opponent, his beef to settle with Roman Reigns at this moment, right? Even though they're going to be teaming up. But nonetheless, man, I thought it was a great way to end Monday Night Raw. I thought it was badass, man. I thought it was kick-ass. It was so much fun watching that. It was one of the greatest finish I've seen in a long time when it comes to Monday Night Raw. Badass. Loved it. You guys let me know what's your guys' thoughts. Troll Trucker Wrestling Rehab. Shout out to all the junkies. Catch you guys on next one.